Hey everybody, my name's Clayton, part of the Plumbing Gurus. On this channel, we're striving to save you money and keep you informed on all the proper plumbing practices. If you haven't already, don't forget, smash the subscribe button. Let's jump into this video. All right, everybody, so the first thing that you want to do when you're roughing in a house is you want to plan. So you want to make sure you know where all your sinks are, toilets, tubs are. You also want to make sure that before you do any kind of drilling through the floor, that you either do a pilot hole or just run downstairs quick to make sure there's not a joist in the way. We're going to be drilling through the joist. Last thing you want to do is drill through the joist. So when we start our roughing, the first thing we always do is we'll start from the top, work our way down. So we'll start with the venting, and then from the venting we'll work into the drainage. But obviously before that, we've already planned, we've already figured out and laid out where all the sinks are going, toilets, tubs, all that kind of things, and the plumbing also in the basement and on the main floor. You need to know that because you're going to be want to be dropping vents for that fixtures on the main floor and in the basement as well. So you want to make sure. We've made a mistake. We've forgotten about those two before in the past. We're kind of looked and something's crossing over and we can't, so we have to drop another vent. It's not a huge deal if you got to go run back up and just tie into the vent and drop a new vent down. So we're going to run through here. This is a pretty small house. This is more of a cookie cutter style house, we would say. So yeah, so let's just jump into this here. So what we did is we started off with the 3-inch. Pretty easy. We wanted this. The reason why we offset that 3 inches, we just wanted to stay away from that other penetration through the roof there. We think it's the bathroom fan, so we're just trying to stay far away from that. So when we come here, so we ran our vent down to the T here. We go, okay, I need a vent over to that side, and I also need a vent over to this side of the house. So we just ran a double, it's a 3 by 1.5 inch double TY, or sorry, just a double T. So we're able to split our venting, and we are going to start with this side of the venting here. So over here, we just run our 1.5 inch. Now, as you can see, instead of cutting blocks in and worrying about having to put backing in, all you can do is just run a piece of strapping right across the top of your truss and strap it nice and tight and lay your pipe on top of the strapping, just like that. It's really quick. I always have strapping on my ladder. I always have screws on my ladder, so it doesn't really take me away, and it's one less thing that I have to do, which this is doing just as good a job as a piece of wood would do as well. So from here, we just run across this way. Now, I know I have some bathroom and some venting I gotta run over there, so I just teed this way. This vent here that's running down this wall is for the kitchen, which I will show you guys later on the next video that we make, that you guys will watch, right? So we come through here. This is pretty basic. This vent here is for the vent for the basement. So we'll be going through with you on that. And then we had to tee over. We had to do a separate vent there for the shower, and I'll show you guys why we had to do that on the next video. This venting here runs down, and it picks up the vent for this sink. This sink here, I'll show you guys in the next video, but this sink here would be venting the tub, which I believe, we'll have to double check, is also, no, that would just be venting the tub and draining into the 3-inch. So, and I'll show you that downstairs. So as you can see here, we have the toilet here. We always go 16 inches off rough wall for the toilet, allow for anywhere from 15 to 16 inches, but we usually go 16. It allows just for a little bit more space for the toilet. Especially if you have the space, you might as well use it. It's nothing worse than being cramped up against the corner while you're using the bathroom, especially if you're a bigger guy like me. So the shower base is not in. They gave us the wrong shower base, so this is a rough-in that we've contracted from. So we don't have the base here. They're going to be installing the shower base, but we did run the plumbing underneath, so all I got to do is just connect the P-trap to the shower drain. And then over here, so this 3-inch stack, we'll come back to here, runs down. This is venting the bathroom on the main floor. I'll go through that with you on the next video when we do the drainage on the main floor. And obviously, before you're penetrating through the floor, you want to make sure you have some sort of clean out. That's code here in Alberta. just over here, pretty basic 3-piece bathroom, nothing too fancy. We did mount that shower unit in there for them. We were here just to do the plastic, so just the drainage and the venting. We didn't do any water lines on this job. And as you can see, the toilet is sitting there. Carson would have drilled that toilet, and I'm assuming he would have done 16 inches off the tub and 13 inches off the back wall is what we allow for. We like to leave a little bit extra room. That's the drain. So the reason why that drain is not just draining down that wall is because that's an exterior wall. Here in Alberta, things can freeze, so we're not allowed to run any drains in exterior walls where there's a possibility that the drain can freeze. And then that's just the vent there. The vent we usually like to run when we stub our vents out there. We usually don't glue them. We leave this piece unglued so that when the cabinet guy comes, all he has to do is just take this off and then drop his cabinet straight down. But in this situation, it's with these people that we work for, we don't really trust that if this falls off, that someone's going to just come back and put it back on and re-drill the hole. So we've had it before in the past where there's issues, it just gets left. There's an open vent there. So, and it gets polyed and taped as well. So. Yeah, so that's that. And in the laundry room here, you can see the vent that I ran that comes from this bathroom that we were just in here. It just comes over, and we just keep everything nice and square as possible. We don't run venting at an odd angle through the house. Usually, we keep everything 90 degrees. So. If you're doing a reno, a lot of people will know this, if somebody has ran a piece of pipe at, let's say, a 37-degree angle through the house, it's really difficult to get that pipe to go straight again. So we just like to keep everything 45, 90. Usually for venting, it's always 90. So moving on, this vent here, it just vents this laundry here. This laundry is not wet venting anything, it's just be draining itself into the 3-inch, and I'll show you that downstairs. The code here in Alberta, the bottom of the laundry box has to be set at 34 inches. So this is pretty standard. Actually, you know what? We're all human. I mean, I do call myself a plumbing guru. That was just kind of a brand for us. But here you can see I had to put a coupling. I was racing through this, trying to get this done as quick as possible. And I ended up not having grade on my 2-inch pipe there. So I had to strap it up. And now here in Alberta, for code, if there's a laundry room on the main floor or top floor, they require a indirect drain. Personally, I don't know if they even work because nothing slopes over to it, but it's just in case the wash machine goes and you get a bunch of water, at least, some water has somewhere to go. Yeah, and that's about it for this section of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we have created a course on all you guys that are new to plumbing, or let's say you are still learning about quoting and you're struggling to find something to help you along the ways with quoting. You find yourself wasting a lot of time. We've created a course to help you guys all with quoting and estimating. You can check that in the description below. Other than that, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you have any comments, leave a comment below, and we'll see you on the next one.